Hey everybody, welcome to episode 6 of For My Records. Only got a couple of this week, but some really good ones. So, started off with Body Count Carnivore. For those of you who don't know who Body Count are, they are, in my opinion, the originators of mixing hip-hop and metal. They're fronted by Ice-T. There's a bunch of dudes in the band playing live instruments, metal, really fantastic. There's all the lyrics on the inside there. There's actually a big poster of the cover art that I love. It's like super detailed. If you really, I don't know if it'll get focused, but if you look, there's a whole bunch of like little intricate pictures in there making up the one big picture. It's awesome. So yeah, Body Count. Colored vinyl finally. Look at that. Swirly blue and red, and it looks like purple, but it's translucent, but it's purple because there's blue and red swirls in it. But pretty awesome. I really love this record. This is from last year. I don't think they get enough respect, honestly. I love it. I love Ice-T first off. And I kind of have forever that I can remember since I first heard his music, and then saw him on the Law and Order SVU he was on. And then, yeah, doing Body Count. I think they started out doing Body Count in 1990. Not in the 90s, but 1990, I believe, was the first record that they came out with. So predating Korn and all the new metal stuff. On this record, the one that came out last year, they did kind of a tribute to Lemmy from Motorhead. So they did Ace of Spades. They did a cover of Ace of Spades on here. It sounds fantastic. And then they also did a cover of Ice-T's song 6 in the Morning, which was from way back in the day, and they put some metal music behind it, and it sounds great. And yeah, I love it. It's super good. If you get the chance, check it out. I think Bum Rush is probably the single off of this, featuring Riley Gale. They also have Jamie Josta on here, and Amy Lee from Evanescence. Jamie Josta from Hatebreed, and Riley Gale, I think, was from Power Trip. I think he actually passed away last year. I think I'm correct. But yeah. So yeah, super good record. Super stoked to have it. Yeah, really, really good. Next, Tom Waits, Mule Variations. This is Tom Waits. This is his punk rock label debut. This record is on Anti, on the label Anti, and it actually had a song that showed up on a Punk-O-Rama compilation CD. I believe it was Volume 4. And it was big in Japan, which is the first song off of this record. Another gatefold, which is pretty cool. Got the lyrics on the inside again. Tom Waits on the back. Yeah, double album. They're just black, but they have black sleeves. I really like when they do that. I don't know why. Yeah, nothing else in here. But yeah, super good record. This was the first like new Tom Waits record that I ever heard, I think. I'm trying to remember if Blood Money came before, like Blood Money and Alice came before this or not. Can't remember. This came out in 1999, like I said, on the Anti record label. I'd known about Tom Waits for a while before this. I don't even remember how, but the song I got hooked on Tom Waits that he did was A Christmas Card from a Hooker in Minneapolis, I think is the name of the song. Great song. But then I went into really get into like Swordfish Trombones and everything that he did, Rain Dogs, and I'm a big Tom Waits fan, and to finally have this in the record collection is fantastic. I love it. So some Tom Waits goodness. Next, I've been looking for this for a really long time. This is Tony All. Tony All, New Girl, Old Story. The story behind Tony All is Tony Lombardo. Yeah, Lombardo. I had to check the last name. I didn't want to mess it up. Tony Lombardo was the original bassist for the band Descendants, who are probably my all-time favorite band. I got the Milo tattoo and the Alroy tattoo on my leg. Yeah, so favorite band. Tony Lombardo was the original bassist. He was much older than Bill and why can't I remember his name? The guitarist. But started this band with a couple like pretty much teenagers. He was like in his 30s, I think, and eventually left the band to kind of have like a normal life instead of touring and making records. He wanted to have a wife and kids in a house. So left the band, and after the Descendants, they didn't break up, but kind of went on hiatus, and then developed into All, which is the Descendants with a new singer. They started the band All. They went through 3 different singers. Won't get into that. But Tony came back in 1990. When did this come out? Oh, 1990. Came back in 1990 and was like, hey, I have all these songs that I wrote. I really like to play them and record them with you guys. And so they came out with Tony All. So, yeah, that's what this is. This is Tony Lombardo getting together with the guys from All. 3 guys from Descendants, and then the singer Scott was in All at the time. So Tony played bass, killer on the bass, and actually sang some of the songs on this too. So super awesome. Here's the back. The record is just black. But yeah, super stoked to have this finally, and actually get to listen to it. I've never been able to find a CD. I've never wanted to like download anything from the Descendants or All that I didn't have physically. So never downloaded it, and then finally found it on the SST Superstore. They got it back in stock and snatched it up as quick as I could. So got that. And then finally, this is one record from last year that I've been really looking forward to getting a physical copy of. This is Boldy James and Sterling Toll's Main Draw McNichols. Oh gosh, I don't know why I stumbled over that. I've been saying Main Draw McNichols for a really long time, and I stumble over it while making a video. Fuck. Anyway, Boldy James and Sterling Toll's have been working on, not actively working on this, but this has been a project that took 12 years to accomplish. It's phenomenal. This is one where I did download. I bought this record off of Bandcamp, the digital copy, last year when it came out. Really got into Boldy James last year. You'll see another appearance from a Boldy James Records later on when I get it in the mail. But this is actually my second favorite of his from last year. He had 4 projects come out last year, which is insane. But yeah, this is just phenomenal. Great storytelling. The production is amazing. I love the physical copy of this. So I'm showing you this. But as I take the record out, the slip sheet, you see the die cut part in there. Yeah, I just love that it's just set up the way it is, right? So here's that. Nothing on the back except for names and stuff. But this picture right here is actually a giant. There's actually a giant poster of it in here, along with kind of the storytelling about the record from Sterling Tolles, about the making of it and what they went through in the process, and like how it all came about. And it all happened in Detroit. So I know where McNichols is. I've driven on McNichols. You know, like I get a feel for this record, and yeah, I love this artwork. I think it looks it's so great. It's just so good. And then the poster, seriously, is like 3 feet by 2 feet. It is big. Okay, I'll show you. I wasn't going to, but there's a ton of different artists who did music on this record. Yeah, it takes up the whole screen. So, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, just a ton of different Detroit-based artists played instruments on this. Some crazy, really crazy things. Like there's an actual monk who sang on this and played a couple instruments on this. There's some jazz musicians who played on this. A couple other singers that went on to do some stuff, and yeah, just amazing. And then to know like the path that this record took is just phenomenal, and the songs on it, they give you the feels. So really stoked to have this. Actually planning on doing a kind of a listening party with my friend Brandon. He's the one who got me to actually order this physically. I wasn't going to because it was kind of expensive, but he told me about it. I hemmed and hawed over it, and then he told me that he ordered it, and I was like, oh God. And like when he went to order it, they didn't show the outer sleeve, like the cover, the die cut cover. They didn't show it. All they showed was the big picture, and I was like, oh man, I kind of want it to be what it, like I was thinking to myself, I want it to be what it actually is, and it didn't show any indication of it being that when I ordered it. But I ended up ordering it because he didn't pressure me, but he pressured me. But I ordered it thanks to him. We're gonna actually listen to it at the same time and like just text each other back and forth while we listen to it sometime today. So that's the plan. But really happy to have this. Shout out to Brandon. If you are willing to give it a shot, really good gritty hip hop. And it took 12 years to get accomplished. Like, that's a huge thing to me. But yeah, so Boldy James, Sterling Tolles, Main Draw McNichols, check it out. That's it for me this week. Next week will be, if I have one come out next week, if I have another video come out next week, it'll be a day late. It'll be Sunday because Saturday is my son's birthday. So super stoked about that. We're going to spend the whole day doing anything he wants to do. So that will not include me shooting a video about the records I picked up this next week. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.